The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone and welcome to another FxEdge Power Hour. I am Marcello Ducille. Today is March 28, 2013. I'm going to do today what I have done for years, which is an analysis of the markets and evaluation of our strategies, which are based upon the 5 p.m. Eastern Time close of our daily bars and our 4-hour bars. Why do we do this? We do this because we find that it gives us a higher probability of success from a swing trading perspective. After I'm done, I will allow you to ask questions. So we will have a brief questions and answers session. Let's go ahead and get started here. All right, so man, we thought we had a breakout. We thought price was gonna just keep on trucking on. We had these big reversal candles here, and maybe we will. But we expected to see a nice move above these trend lines, and we did not. We didn't see that at all. Let me start with the euro dollar here on the STP series first. And what we saw is, guys, basically we've been in a downtrend, okay? And we had this channel that had formed, and we were in this channel, and we looked like right here that we had a breakout of that channel, and the market basically just moved back up in the opposite direction on the day, actually closing. Let's see, the trend line is, it closed at 128.14, and our trend line is at right around there at 128. Let's see, 128.15. So we closed right on it, if you will. So it's actually a very ambiguous candle. We have been in a downtrend here, and we did have movement up. We expected to see movement down here. And we're still kind of with reflection on the trend line here. It did not close above. Price did not close above that trend line. So that's actually interesting for me. It's something that I'm just noticing now, and that's why I do this at 5 p.m. Really odd movement. Usually when you see a sell trend, you really get to see it move strongly. And it moves very strongly in one direction. I mean, really, really strongly. I can show you tons of examples of it. Just, taking its time on the way up and then just dropping, really, really hard, and taking out those previous highs really quickly, or those previous lows, I should say. This is an example, just day after day of drop. And we have not seen that in this cycle during this year. I mean, honestly, this year has been, it's anomalous with what we've seen in the previous couple of years. And I'm expecting for a trend to take place at some point, guys, because that's what we trade the Forex for. It's an eventuality. So I guess we'll just have to sit and wait here, because it definitely didn't come today. So we had a sell trade here on the euro dollar. We had a change from green to red. Price moved in our direction about 60 or 70 pips. And then we had a significant retracement. Okay? Very similar lows here. 127.50 was the previous day's low. 127.54 was today's low. And then there's a bounce off that and heading to the upside. The euro dollar, as far as the STP is concerned, has moved to break even. No more risk in this trade. If price does move up, we are, we're protected. We have no loss to incur on this particular trade. But if price does continue to move down, we've got 30 pips of buffer here that we can use to, hopefully keep us in the trade if price does determine that it wants to continue to move in the direction of the overall trend, which has been down here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. I really don't have a bias as far as that's concerned. Dollar Swiss, same exact thing, consolidation. Yesterday I mentioned that the dollar Swiss was still in consolidation. I also mentioned that we would have to take the lead of the euro dollar here. And actually, it seems the euro dollar took the lead of the dollar Swiss in that it stayed within that consolidation, that consolidation bias essentially. But the dollar Swiss was one of the trades we had. We had a change from red to green. We were looking for about 70 pips or so, and you can see here that price actually just sold right off of that trend line. Trend line was at 95.32, and the high of price was at 95.47, so it was a test there, and then a continuation down. And it just closed us out on the dollar Swiss, so it took out our dollar Swiss trade. And that happened, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens, but there's still consolidation bias in the dollar Swiss here. Pound dollar did opposite of what we expected as well, really staying in line with consolidation. We've had multiple days of consolidation now that have stayed within the same range. 1, 315, 318, 319, 320, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, and now 28. So we have had quite a few days of consolidation here, on this about 2 weeks of consolidation here on the pound dollar, 10 trading days. And, as a result, you can see here that although we have had a sell bias over the long haul, we're definitely consolidating here. We've gone sideways. We haven't broken out of that range, and that doesn't bode well for our pound dollar sell. We're actually very, very close to hitting our stop loss in the pound dollar sell. Price is at 51.97, 1.5197. Our stop loss is at 152.04. So we could get slammed on this pound dollar here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. All right, the pound yen. Pound yen doing its same thing that it has been doing, consolidating, bouncing off this 50 EMA. There's nothing else to say about that. We don't have a trade. We have a change from red to green. It has not formed yet. We don't. We have to wait until tomorrow at this time to know if we do have a buy trade on the pound yen. And those of you with the software, it's obviously going to take that trade for you. So look, this Aussie dollar is down. So the Aussie dollar actually has continued its move down, and that's kind of what we thought would happen. It broke the trend line, closed below the trend line, and kind of bounced between those two areas of support and resistance, 1.0450 and 1.0400. So this was the only one that was really textbook on the day as far as the Aussie dollar really did what we expected. It did what we expected here. We would have really liked that same movement on the euro dollar, the pound dollar here, but it did not happen for us today. Okay, the euro yen. Euro yen, we had a trend line here, and you can see that price continues to follow that trend line down. This last day, we had a trend line. The trend line is at 119.50. Okay, we had a low of 119.73, which is very close to the euro yen, and then price bounced off that area and moved up. So it's continuing in its channel as well. Let's see what's tradable. All right, so let's take a look at our IBO Rev. IBO Rev essentially gave us a 3-bar IBO, as you can see here. We had a sell reversal candle. And here's a breakout here, 2, 3. So now we actually have the sell reversal candle formed on the 4-hour, and if price breaks the low of 127.92, 127.91, we'll be in this trade, and we'll be looking for roughly 50 pips on the take profit side and 50 pips on the stop loss. And from this IBO standpoint, we did have a sell, a buy here. Price did move up, hit its first take profit, and close the second position out at break even. FxEdge Quattro. Now this is, FxEdge Quattro is actually, this chart is actually very good to illustrate what I'm talking about. And maybe I should have known that price would have come back inside that range by what I had seen. But, basically price breaks through the high here of this channel, comes straight down, bounces off of this trend line, further confirming the viability of this trend line, breaks through, very strong breakthrough here. Okay, we had a nice break, and then price just meanders sideways. Okay, instead of continuing down, 2, 4, 5 bars, and then the 6th one, it just heads upwards, stops on the trend line, and then the following bar continues to move back inside of that range. So, we did have a breakout. It was a false breakout, and we're back inside the range, and it reminds me that, we should be looking for price to be moving up here. This chart's more clear than the other ones are, just because it just is. And so, if anything, we could see, if we were going to see price bounce, it was going to bounce down here. We did. We had a nice reversal candle right off of this, and this is on the 4-hour chart, and that definitely bodes well for a sell. And then the market just says, hey, you know what, gotcha, and moves price right up. So it does test this trend line here, and then just breaks through, gives it another shot, and breaks through and heads to the upside. So there's still an upward. It has to be a consolidation bias here with a buy in the buy cycle of that consolidation. Okay, so you could see price move up here, just based on what we're looking at. Close above that channel, back in the channel, As far as the FxEdge Quattro is concerned, basically we had a sell here. Then we had a buy, and the buy was valid. Here's our buy, looking for 34 pips. Buy at 1.2779. That means we're looking for 128.14, 1.2813. And we kind of hit that 128.13, and then you can see price drops. That gave us that reversal candle there of only 20 pips. So even if you didn't get that first take profit there, you would have gotten it back on the way up, because there's only 21 pip differential. We had 34 pip stop loss. So then it hits first take profit and is technically in a trade here. All right, so our ATR sniper tried to take a sell here. We did have massive move down. This is where that 4-hour candle was formed, and you can see that the market just reversed. That's just, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just what happened on this particular trade. It was a shake and bake, if you will. Traders got their ankles broken on that one. You can see here that it formed right into the low here, forming a nice reversal candle, nice double bottom here, and then price pushed up back into the channel. So we've got to have a buy bias for the medium term, short to medium term, and long term short sell bias. Okay. Moving right along, and TT3, which I have not looked at. Okay, so no TT3X. We had kind of a TT3X opportunity. Trade was not taken. Here we have another one that's looking for an entry at 128.08. $36 pip stop loss, 36 or 18 pip, 20 pip take profit. That's what we're looking for here. If price does break that low of 128.08. And that pretty much does it. Thanks, Peter, for letting me know. I'll make sure that they get back to you on that. So the BW people, I'll be looking forward to that. I'm not sure. What email did you email to? Because I've got to make sure that they are getting back to people. Hi, Judy. Did you go to, I don't know if we have a transaction from you. Did you go to Tribe? That I'm not sure if your transaction, let me take a look. I'll ask my team really quickly. If you signed up for the Tribe and you're still not a Tribe member, for whatever reason you haven't been approved, but you did go to the link, you did make your payment, you should be a part of the Tribe right now. So let me get you sorted out here first. Okay, to be accepted to the Tribe, let me explain. You have to go to myfxedge.com. Excuse me. Yeah, there's not been a transaction. You've got to go to myfxedge.com/tribe. We have literally about 100 people who are unconfirmed right now for the Tribe, and it's because we cannot confirm the transaction. So once you do that, you're not alone as far as that's concerned. It's kind of confusing because they're two different websites. But if you go to www.myfxedge.com/tribe, you'll be able to get into the Tribe. You've got to sign up first. So right now, only my VIPs and those members who are Tribe members are actually allowed into the website. And, you know, they're the only ones who have access to the special software and obviously to the live trade rooms as well. So as soon as you take care of that, you know, it's going to be automatic. You'll be led into the website Tribe Forex with no problems. Sorry for the misunderstanding there. Yeah, Glenn, hold on. We definitely have not had the kind of trend that we've expected so far this year. Doesn't mean that that's not going to change. I mean, we have had years where we've been down 10 or 12%, and that's where we're at right now, as far as that's concerned, and we've come right out of it. So we just need one big trend, and that's what we get in the Forex. Last year, don't forget how we started and how we finished. You know, we didn't have a bad start. We didn't have a great start either. But you know, it turned up big time in April and May of 2012, and we had massive growth there. And then we had another massive push at the end of the year, November, December. You know, that's just the way that trade, you know, the trading world goes, and you get to see it firsthand. And if you don't remember, you can always take a look at that account. That account is still there. You can see all the trades that were taken, all the STP trades, and we took them live in the power hour. And we finished, we took a $120,000 account and finished with $350,000. So I'm not saying that this year will be like that. There's no telling what kind of year we'll have, but I'm fairly confident that, enough so to put myself on the line, that this thing will do what it has done, you know, year after year. You know, we haven't had a down year yet, as of yet. Knock on wood, and you know, I think that's why we're in the Forex, because of its ability to do this. And I like transparency. That's why I'm doing this in front of you. I want you guys to see all the transactions, all the trades, and know how it works. So, and know what it looks like at the end of the day as well. But if you want to get some, some immediate gratification, you can always become a part of the tribe. You know, go to myfxedge.com/tribe. That's where we're doing it every day. Not every day is a winner, but most of the days are winners. I will tell you, in the last 10 sessions, we've had 2 losing days. And you know, that's just, you know, it's how it is sometimes. You're not going to win them all, but you know, that's what you want to do. You want to be able to walk away from the table with money in your pocket. And so we've been able to do that using the methodologies that we use in the tribe, and of course you guys get to see that in the live trading rooms and also just on the website. It's 24-hour access to my traders, to each other, and to me. So with that, I am going to get out of here. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll be right back here on Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You know I'll be here. And, you know, hopefully we'll be talking about what's going on in the market. Be careful tomorrow. You know, watch for the gaps. We've had tremendous gaps Friday and Sunday. Yeah, I think we've had enough of strong gaps in the last couple of weeks. But you never know. So just try to play it safe, and I'll see you guys on Monday. All the best. Happy trading.